Hello, everybody. Hello, welcome. Welcome for another strategies, tactics, and boosts video. And today we're going to talk about the tracks for the opening and final round of the Spanish GP. And um, as you would know by now, the opening and final round tracks. The opening and final round tracks are the four tracks of the qualifying plus four new tracks. Um, we will revise the strategies from the four qualifying round tracks. We have, especially in Monaco, something to talk about, but let's take one step at a time. First of all, let's see the tracks we are racing. So, apart from Barcelona, Monaco, Hungary, and Singapore, that were our four tracks for the qualifying round, and we can see them in different order, but we can see them here in the opening and final track lineup. We are racing in Suzuka, Montreal, Zandvoort, and Mexico City. As you can see, again, the only wet race is in Hungary, which was a very difficult track to overcome, especially against a bigger boat. Well, no high temperatures as you can see, but let's get uh, let's get back here and start seeing our strategies, both for our new tracks and the tracks that we will race again like we did in qualifying. First race, Suzuka, which is a race start and cornering track. Here we have some issues with our tire management. We need good tire management in order to get to use softer compounds. So as you can see, these are the best boosts we can use here, and as you can see, we have great choices here: Prince, Timeless, Coupa, Herald, Hook, Nazar, and Kawai, all with very high totals in both track stats. Of course, if we need tire management to go for softer compounds, then Nazar is the best choice. Else, we will have to think outside the box, go with tire management boosts that only have cornering or maybe only have race start. Um, it's a solution if needed. Uh, but if you have Nazar, it would be the best choice for here. So, one pit strategy is the fastest strategy, and I would avoid two pits here. So it's 4-3 and 3-4, and the choice uh, of the compounds is um, it depends only on your driver's tire management. So it's 4-3 and 3-4, 4 laps with hards or and 3 laps with mediums. 3-4 is medium hard. Of course, it can be done like this, which is faster. 3 laps with softs, 4 with hards. We can be fast in the first stint and at the same time charge our power unit because we will be fast because of the soft compound, and then have um, a fully charged power unit to push with our hearts for the second stint. And of course, Our fourth choice here is 4-3 medium medium. If you ask me, I really like to go one driver 4-3 medium medium and the other one 3-4 soft hard. Now, if you have great tire management, then this can be done with soft medium instead of soft hard, and of course 4-3 medium medium can be done with medium soft, but only for high level drivers, high tire management. Talking about Alonso in a high level, or if I remember well, Piastri again in a high level. So because we are at the beginning of the season, I believe most of us can follow 4-3 medium medium and 3-4 soft hard, and that's the fastest way to go. At least for me, it works most of the times. These are our cornering. Car parts. And of course, our Mercedes restart drivers plus signs. So if you have Hamilton and Russell in among your best drivers, use them. Or Sainz, they are the drivers with the best restart in the game. Okay, so next one, it's Monaco. Defending and cornering, we all know that. Oh, by the way, let me remind you that all 8 races for the opening and final round are cornering races. The cornering tracks, the one of the track stats is always cornering. So get your cornering setup ready for all the races. Now, talking about setups, Monaco. If you remember, on Wednesday, I told you that I'm going. You see the boosts here? Okay. Off to the next page. You see the boosts here. Movember, Hook, Prince, Cranberry, Reindeer, and Zin. Most of us, we use Prince most of the time. But I said that I'm going to use Koopa because I want to boost my overtaking, the overtaking of my drivers, because that's the main issue in Monaco, the difficulty in overtaking. Well, I had a very bad matchmaking with a much bigger bot than me, and yeah, the race ended up in a disaster. But I started far back, and if I remember well, Leclerc's race was a disaster. Norris did perfect, but Leclerc, it was P20 and struggling to get up to P12, P10. I don't remember where I finished, but it was a very, very difficult race. And talking with all of you, with other players that were in the live stream during the race, we said that, okay, let's forget overtaking, let's forget cornering, let's forget everything. In Monaco, as it is now, our biggest concern must be our qualifying. Of course, we are going to use a cornering focused setup, but probably we might need to lose some cornering to gain some qualifying. And that was when we discussed using Albon. Let's go to the drivers. You see, he's already here, using Albon instead of Leclerc. Why? Because of this +4 that Albon has in his race start. So he will start higher than Leclerc, and of course he has a better race start qualifying, excuse me, and of course he has a much better race start. So Monaco is all about qualifying and the first lap. Then you can win some, you can gain some positions, but it's not enough. We decided that maybe we should use Albon with a better race start, but not only that. Let's go to my cornering setup. Okay, and now you see my basic cornering setup was with Behemoth. Okay, so that's my cornering setup, and as you can see, I have 244 in cornering and 113 in qualifying. Here, yep, here. So what I'm thinking doing in the opening round, well, I was thinking using Albon, but probably I will have Leclerc level 5. As you can see, my Leclerc is at 49 out of 50 cards here. Okay, 49 out of 50 cards. I have my CC points, so I will buy two cards for Leclerc and make him 5. This means that he will have the same qualifying and race start as Albon. So I'm going to use Leclerc, but basically my I concluded to that I need a driver with a better qualifying stat. So this is going to be Leclerc level 5. And I'm thinking only for Monaco, all the other cornering tracks will be like this. My setup, only for Monaco, I will use Monolith for this. Let's look at it. +7 in qualifying. Okay, I'm not assigning to the car because Monaco is the second track. First, I'm going to race in Japan, and then in Monaco I will use Monolith, get that +7. So it's +7 from the car and +4 from the driver. Probably I will have my, if I'm lucky and have a good matchmaking also, then probably I can chase a 47, which we all know is much needed to go through the final in the group I am, unless Hutch decides to put me in an easier group and get me out of the God group. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking for Monaco and what I'm advising you to do in Monaco. As you can see, I will not, if I use Monolith, okay, let's go and use Monolith. Okay, as you can see, I'm losing a lot in cornering. It's 219 instead of 244, and I'm gaining +7 in my qualifying, but I'm willing to take the risk. Still my setup is a cornering setup, as you can see, but yeah, I'm sacrificing cornering and some speed and to get some more qualifying, because as it is at the moment, Monaco is such a difficult track that we need a much better qualifying position, starting position, in order to get better results. Of course, as you can see, we must find uh, the right balance between how much we're going to boost our qualifying and decrease the rest of our stats. Because if we decrease a lot the rest of our stats, the car will be very slow and we will start losing positions from other faster cars. So we need to find the right balance between a good car that can fight in the track and a good qualifying car. It's a little bit tricky, but I believe you can find it. I believe that for me at the moment, with the drivers and the the car parts I have, this is my best scenario in Monaco, and I will go for it. And I'm thinking the same for Hungary, but not so sure. I'm thinking the same, but not so sure. Okay, let's get on. Okay, so we saw the boosts. Of course, this is our favorite. Um, this is our favorite strategy and compound choice. 4-4 softs. Of course, one pit stop in Monaco. 4-4 with softs. If you have difficulties and you are afraid to finish the race with 0 tires, okay, then it's soft medium. Very safe choice and maybe a good choice to go. And of course, there is always 5-3 medium soft, but I find it a little bit slower than 4-4. So if you can go both your drivers 4-4, just do it. And of course, this is even more difficult, but if you're afraid or if you have very bad tire management, then yes, you, in order to go 5 laps in if you have drivers with very low tire management, in order to go 5 laps, you will need hards here. My advice: go for 4, both your drivers, soft medium, if you're afraid of tire management. And if you're so afraid of tire management, or okay, you have very, very bad tire management, 4-4, both stints with mediums. Okay, our cornering car parts, we're going to see them 8 times today. And our defending drivers, which means Ferrari drivers Leclerc, Sainz, and Norris. Okay, so next one, Montreal, an overtaking and cornering track, basically a very fast track. So this is our boost, Cranberry, Koopa, Glitch, our first choices. Wood and Herald, especially Wood, if you go for 2 pit stops, is the best choice among all this. Of course, 4-4 with mediums for both your drivers. This is the basic and the most safe and one of the fastest strategies you can use. It can be changed to 4-4 soft medium or soft soft, but it's for drivers with 80 plus tire management. So we are still in the beginning of the season. 80 plus tire management is not for everyone. So yeah, 4-4 with mediums. And 3-3-2 even for both your drivers. One choice you could go, and of course, Wood may be the best choice for this strategy. I like it, and I find it the best strategy you can go, and the fastest. Now, what you can do if you have a little bit of good tire management, you can start both your drivers with softs and see how the first stint goes. If you can do it, if you can go, let me show you. If you can go with softs up to the beginning of sector 3, turn 10, you can see it there. It's after the DRS detection zone 2, turn 10. If you can go up there and with zero tire management, with softs at your 4th lap, go for it. Don't worry, the rest of sector 3 is very fast. You will enter the pits, it's okay. So you won't lose much time. So you can start both your drivers with softs, and depending on how the race goes, you can change your strategy. One driver 3-3-2 and the other one 4 soft, 4 medium. So that's my choice. I will go for softs both my drivers and decide during the first part of the race. Okay, our cornering, car parts, and our overtaking drivers, which means Red Bull. Verstappen, Perez, and Alonso, our 3 best overtaking drivers. Okay, next one is Spain. We raced in Spain and it was a great race. We did it, and both our strategies worked perfectly. Here are our tire management and cornering boosts. If I remember well, I used Char, both my drivers. Movember, Nazar, and Downforce, of course, great choices. And 5-4, medium, absolutely great choice. But okay, I will tell you all about it. And of course 3-3-3, that was the two strategies, that's the two strategies you can go. But using Char and a driver with a good tire management like Alonso or Piastri, you can go 5-4 medium soft and 4-5 soft medium if you have a driver with such good tire management. Okay, if you don't, it's both stints with medium, even if it's 5-4 or 4-5. But if you have good tire management, then yes, you can go with softs in the 4-lap stint. Okay, so let's go to our next one, which is, okay, yeah, the cornering setup and our tire management drivers. As I said, Alonso, Piastri, and Hamilton are 3 best drivers. Next one, Hungary. Wet race, the second track. We had a very bad. 41 points is not a very bad result, but in the champions level and in the group, racing in the group with the best drivers, with the best players, 41 points is a disaster. And okay, this is the defending and cornering as we saw it in Monaco. It's the same boosts, the same track stats. No other way to race in Hungary. 4-4 for both your drivers. Nothing else to say. Maybe here I will do the same as I did in Monaco, although in Hungary we can overtake a little bit easier, but because it's a wet race, I will probably choose again a little bit to boost my qualifying so we can start a little bit higher the race. Rain, wet races are always much more difficult, especially when you start at the back or in the middle of the grid. Are cornering car parts, okay, I told you, we're going to see this 8 times because all our tracks are cornering tracks, and again our Ferrari and Norris for the defending drivers. Okay, next one, Netherlands, Zandvoort, dry race, and here we have overtaking and cornering. Again, if you go 2 pit stops, then it's wood. If you go 1 pit stop, then you can go with all the other boosts. This is a very strong and very fast strategy, 3-3-2, and it helps us to overtake easily other drivers because many drivers will go for 1 pit stop with harder compounds, and we can gain some advantage here because of our softs. Alternatively, 1 pit stop, 4-4 with mediums. Then here, probably Koopa is the best choice. Cranberry Glitch, of course, also. Our cornering again. Okay, let's keep it. We don't need to see it all the time. And our overtaking drivers, which means Red Bull and Alonso. Okay, Marina Bay. We didn't have a good start on Wednesday, but we worked our way to the top, P1, P2. In the end, we did it. We got the 47. So we will keep the same strategy here. It's a race start and cornering track. This is why I used Hamilton and Norris, my best 2 race start drivers. You see here the boost, and I would go with Koopa or Herald, my 2 best choices here. And as I said, basic strategy. The strategy is 1, 2 pit stops, mid 2-2-2. Okay. What changes is the compounds. Medium, soft, medium for bad or so and so tire management. Soft, medium for 69, 68 plus tire management, and for 75 maybe and plus tire management, I would go all softs. If you are afraid of stacking, you can go with 1 pit stop, but please listen to me and go both your drivers to create the gap you need to avoid stacking. It's way faster than the 1 pit strategy. Yeah, this is the cornering, and of course the Mercedes drivers with the best race start. Okay, and finally, if I'm not mistaken, this is the last. This is our last track. We have Mexico City tire management and cornering tracks, track stats. Oh, what happened here? Okay, excuse me, that was a mistake. Okay, so for Mexico, tire management and cornering, this means Char, Movember, Nazar, Downforce. I don't know how this happened. That was a mistake. From the graphics department. This is me. Okay, so Mexico 4-4 with mediums. 4-4 soft medium for a better tire management. And then it's 5-3 hard soft or 5-3 medium soft, depending on your tire management. My best strategy here is 4-4. If you can go soft, even better. But depending on your tire management, choose the compounds you need. And finally, okay, I'm just saying you can go 3-3-2, but it's the slowest strategy of all. Our cornering setup, okay, we have seen it, and our tire management drivers. Okay, so that's it for our opening and final round. I told you what I think about these 8 races and the changes we did from Wednesday till now. Let's go and see them again. So it's Suzuka, Monaco, Montreal, Barcelona, Hungary, Zandvoort, Singapore, and Mexico City. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. I hope we helped you with this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, smash the like button, join my Discord server. You will find the link below in the description below, and I'll see you in my next live stream on Saturday. Thank you so much. Best of luck to your races. See you. Bye.